Hello, coffee lovers. Ah, Jose with Third Day Coffee Seguin, and yes, I'm doing my daily brew from the car. I'm doing it late today because on Wednesdays we have church service and we play right at 6:30, which is when I plan to do my daily live. Uh, and so we just have to work around Wednesday. I'll have to figure all that out. Maybe I'll do it all earlier, a little bit earlier, but um, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And I'm going to drop a banner here or not. Maybe a brand. Nope. Okay. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing right here, I think. All right. Hey, Frank, what's up, man? And so, what I'm going to be doing, talking about today, is why buy direct trade? What is direct trade? What is fair trade? And how does that affect coffee and coffee buyers and coffee farmers? Okay. So, direct trade is when you buy directly from the farmer. I mean, literally, the farmer puts his coffee on a shipping container at their farm, and it goes to. You need a phone holder to stick your windshield. I know, right? And the shipping container gets sent to the port, gets put on a ship, and my particular supplier, the coffee goes to the port of Houston, where it's picked up by a semi and taken to Mountain Ridge, Kansas, which is their base of operations here in the States. It's their family farm. It's been their family farm for 100 years. So, if this guy doesn't rear end me, we'll be good. Um, so that's direct trade. Fair trade, if you look up fair trade, there's all kinds of practices and things that they have to have in place. But the problem is a lot of these third world countries, like if you tell me that you're getting fair trade from anywhere in Africa, you're going to have to really prove it to me because some of the local governments are so corrupt, just like they are in Central America, that they may be telling you one thing and doing something different. So why is it important? First off, I am drinking coffee. Yes, it's 7:45 in the evening, but that's just what I do. I'm drinking Finca Santos, which is something that we don't have on the website yet. Hang on, guys. Let me make sure I'm not speeding here because they'll give me a ticket in this little town. Um, the Finca Santos is direct trade, and I made this coffee doing pour over, which I talked about in episode 1. And just to reiterate the fact, because people don't know, I'm going to keep hitting some of these key points home. But when you make your coffee and you do a pour over, which I showed you is a funnel, plastic funnel that sits on top of your cup, and then you put the grounds and you put boiling water on top and you let it steep for a little bit. When you, it's the recipe is usually 30 grams of coffee to 250 milliliters of water. Okay, that's a starting point. So people always say, well, my coffee's stronger. Okay, then put 40 grams of coffee to 250 milliliters of water. That's how you make coffee stronger. If you're getting coffee that's made stronger using that 30, then people are putting stuff in the coffee. What up, Carrie? Um, and so Frank and Carrie both, y'all drop your websites in the comments, man. This is all about we're all trying to lift each other up. So y'all drop your web addresses. I can only see a couple of comments because I'm driving. Ooh, and I'm driving fast. I'm gonna get popped right here. Okay, we're safe. Drop your websites always on this show. You can drop your websites. It's only going to be 10, 15 minutes every day. And so please put your websites in the comments. So back to the coffee. 250 milliliters of water to 30 grams of coffee grounds. That's the general recipe. You know, that's what, when people cup your coffee, that's what they'll use Those are the measurements that they use. So, direct trade. Why do we want to buy direct trade coffee instead of premium coffee, or it doesn't even matter if it's premium or not, or specialty coffee, but you want to buy direct trade because you're physically impacting a family somewhere. So Folgers and, well, I'm not gonna say them. Let's just say all the big brand names, right? Because I don't want to get a letter in the mail that I'm being sued. But all the big brand name companies, they deal with big companies in these third world countries, and those big companies exploit the little guy, right? So why is direct trade so important? It's important because it directly impacts the farmer, the guy that doesn't speak English, the guy that works on the side of a mountain picking coffee beans from his little micro farm. And so if we continue to buy his coffee, then he continues to get a premium for it. He gets paid what he should get paid. So, for instance, 150-pound bag of coffee. That's what they bag coffee, 150 pounds, okay? If the big companies go down there, they know that these people are so poor, they have no way of getting their coffee out of the country. And so they'll pay them like $20 for 150 pounds of coffee. That same farmer, if he can get his bag of coffee on a shipping container sent to the States, he can get $700 for that 150 pounds. $20 or $700. Huge difference. Life-changing difference. Considering that they only make about $1,400 or $1,500 a year. So that's why direct trade is important. That's why it's the way to go. You can look for direct trade coffees. You can buy them online. You can buy them from our supplier, Legacy Farms Coffee. You can get them from me. And it's not the only gig in town, right? I mean, there's a lot of veteran-owned coffee companies. And so that's the other thing I want to talk about today. It really bothers me that we have so many, listen, I don't know how many veterans we have that drink coffee, that smoke cigars, that drink beer, that do all these things. Well, there's hundreds, literally hundreds of veteran-owned companies. Carrie, who's on here, owns a coffee company. Frank owns, I don't know what that's called, but Frank owns Crayons Ready to Eat, and pretty soon they're going to be able to ship nationwide, and I hope that everybody on the planet buys a bag of CREs. And so Carrie has a mission with her coffee, and it's to help veterans out. That's her mission. You should be buying coffee from her. She sells CBD coffee. I don't. She does. You got Ranger Dan with Coffin Coffee Company. You know, you've got Pale Horse Coffee out in Virginia. You've got, I mean, Old Army Coffee, Mr. Blackheart, James Blackheart, and then, I mean, there's just all these companies, you know, and if you're a veteran and you're not buying veteran products, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. That's just all there is to it. We're supposed to be supporting each other, so please continue to support one another. You know, taking over the world is easy, but it starts with us taking care of one another. And then we can branch out to the civilian sector and take over the world. And I mean that in a very biblical way, nothing crazy. But anyway, so coffee, 30 grams of grounds, 250 milliliters of water. That's your basic recipe. Pour over. It's the way to go. Showed you how to pull a shot yesterday. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Well, I do. I have a bunch of stuff, but tomorrow we're going to try to do it out of the shop, out of the new shop, new roasting shop, since I got to roast them all. So catch us tomorrow. It's going to be at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and there's Carrie's website, and there's Frank's website. And so support our veterans. And if you're a civilian and you're listening to this, support our veterans. Go to their websites, buy their stuff. Uh, we all sacrificed and we all lost something, whether it was time, whether it was a piece of our sanity, whether it was a part of our physical body or a part of our emotional self. We all sacrificed something, and we're just trying to make a living. So if you're not a veteran and you're listening, I encourage you to reach out to some of the companies, reach out to me, reach out to Carrie, reach out to Frank, reach out to, oh my God, there's hundreds. And you'll see them as we do these dailies. You'll see different people with different businesses pop in and out. And I'm always going to encourage people to put their websites while we do the daily, because I just think it's important to support one another. And so that's all I got for today. And check us out tomorrow at 6:30 when we're going to talk about the antioxidant properties of coffee. It's going to be fun, trust me. If you're a coffee drinker and you want to know why you get that ring in your stomach about 9 o'clock, after 2 or 3 cups of coffee, we're going to talk about that. All right? So that's it for the Daily Brew. Treat each other the way God intended us to treat one another, with love, kindness, and respect. And I will see you tomorrow at 18:30 Central Standard Time without fail. All right? God bless you guys. See you tomorrow.